Yeah, kiteboarding is a sport that just recently kind of came about in the late 90s, put together by a couple of French brothers and some other kind of watermen out in Hawaii, kind of testing kites from basic stunt kites up to the inflatable kites that we have today. But basically kind of marrying the sports of kind of wakeboarding and windsurfing together. But in itself, it's an entirely new and dynamic sport. Basically a inflatable kite that will pull you on the water, basically tethered with a harness around your chest, and a board that basically just straps on onto your feet or with bindings. So it's basically a brand new, pretty new technology sport that allows one to basically jump 30 feet in the air, ride huge waves, do very wake-style tricks, the same that you can do during wakeboarding, or hit the biggest waves you can think of all by yourself. Well, for everyone, it is really not a sport that you can pretty much go out and do yourself. You're going to need to take some classes with a local kite shop that will bring you out onto the water, hook you with all the gear, all the equipment that you need to start learning the sport. And it'll take about roughly 4 to 6 hours worth of lessons to really understand and kind of get out there and practice by yourself. Kiteboarding really does require quite a bit of wind. Most people are going to be learning in conditions from about 12 to 20 knots. When you start to go over 20 knots, if you don't have the right gear, you can get really overpowered quickly. Typically, we have some of the best conditions right here in St. Pete. We typically do most of our lessons out at the Skyway. It's a great area with shallow, flat water. It's great. It's just endless fun, high adrenaline the whole time. Your heart's beating, and it kind of feels endless when you just look out to the water. You just see just more and more, whether it's dolphins or the occasional shark or just schools of fish out there. It pretty much keeps you like all in tune to the water around you and the environment. Plus, it's just like silent completely. You don't really hear, you don't have a motor that's raring and making a lot of noise. Just pretty much just hear the water kind of spraying off the bottom of the board, and it's real easy.